Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream tonight. It's going to be London Leviathans versus Chengdu Chads. Oop, and I need to update the score. We are just starting out here. I'm actually gonna have a co-caster tonight, which is rare occurrence. It's gonna be Adam. One of the players on my team is joining me for tonight. You want to say hi?
Hello.
Yeah. Let me know if he's quiet on the stream and I can adjust the volume. But we are going to be starting with Nepal. And I'm going to give them the R and then hide chat so that I can swap you guys over to the main screen so we can look at some profiles because that's what everyone's really here for. So,
Everybody's always here for the SR checks.
yeah. So we have GVS who I think is a Diamond Tank, Ryan One Trick, old league standard. He was back in MOWL before MOWL was even MOWL. Joe Mama 69, which I'm guessing is an alt account, but it's Diamond. Sai, who I don't remember being on London, so they may be new, or that just might be an alt account. Plat, tank damage. Buzzle, which I also don't remember. Plat, DPS. A Noctua, who's a Plat support. And then Epi, who I believe is gold? Yeah, gold. So they're actually 2 diamonds. Wait, how are they doing that? 2 diamonds.
Buzzle is plat, size plat. I just checked. They're both on the roster.
Okay, Buzzle's Plat size Plat, but Joe Mama 69, is he frozen?
No, he's diamond.
Then they're running 2 diamonds and 3 plats and 1 gold. Unless Epi's frozen at silver.
Epi is gold.
Gold?
Interesting. So Noctua is gold, Epi is gold.
Oh, Noctua's frozen at gold. That's how they're doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're legal. Let's see. Poi, who I think is a plat. Winston run trick instead of a Ryan one trick, but he's only placed damage this season. Let's see. It's off of season 25. But yeah, plat tank. Winston one trick. Chad, aka Applesauce, who is currently diamond this season, but was masters. Yeah, and has fell 2 diamond. Ooh, that's quite the long fall. Oof. 325 to 3406. That's a rough season.
Yeah, that's what you hate to see.
Charge a limb, who's a gold. I am cheating, which I'm guessing is an extra
What a
account.
name.
Is a diamond DPS. Semi Flying, I think, is a gold support if I remember correctly. Oh, plat.
Send them flying is gold.
Yeah,
They're frozen at gold.
Yeah, but plat now. And Rofty is gold. Nice, nice. Looks like we have an interesting night. So, I don't know. I know GBS is a Ryan one trick, so I'm guessing they're always going to want to run Ryan Zarya. If they can force...
You can play a large amount of Ryan on Nepal, so I wouldn't be
fun.
surprised if they just play it every map.
Yeah, but I know Chad's tends to prefer to run the dive because Poi is a Winston player at heart. He plays Ryan, but his Ryan is nowhere near as good as his Winston. So it'll be curious to see if they try to meet Leviathans on the Reinhardt, which I don't think they should because I think GBS is just gonna dick Poi over. Or if
You
they
see
try to
like
force him to do something else.
Sort of like a clash of styles.
Yeah, I think it'll be very different because GBS is a very like aggressive, like Waffly style Reinhardt, where he's very in your face, in your backline. And we'll see.
That is true. Very much in your backline. I remember that.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
It'll
Don't
be
know.
interesting if Chaz tries to force the dive on some of these maps.
Yeah, or even the double bubble. We'll see. I don't know what I think, or maybe they even put because I think Applesauce or Chad. Oh no, he's played a lot of Zarya, but I thought he played a decent Reinhardt. But it looks like he's been playing mostly Zarya, so maybe they go for a double bubble or something.
I feel like that's probably the best bet if they don't think they can take the Ryan on Ryan matchup, but they're still going to be at a disadvantage against a full brawl.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it also depends on what the DPS are doing. And right now, it looks like we have a little more. I don't know Sai and Buzzle. I don't think I've seen them before, so I don't quite know what they do. It looks like Sai,
Sai seems to be very much a projectile player.
Hanzo, a little bit of Genji, but mostly Hanzo.
And then McCree, so maybe a lot of Hanzo McCree coming out from Leviathans.
Yeah. Buzzle. Oh yeah, that's a lot of. Dude, 70. Ugh, that's so
It's,
much
it's a
McCree.
lot of time.
So much McCree in the current season too. Ooh. Hold on,
I
let's
think
look
they
all
have
competitive seasons. Oh, it's not so bad.
I think they have more time on McCree this season than I've played at all on comp in comp.
Certainly more than I have ever played McCree.
Oh yeah, no, that's they have more time on just McCree than I've played in comp this season. That's
Damn.
it's a lot of time on McCree.
Hmm. Okay, I don't know. Charge a limb. I've seen them play before, but I don't remember what they played. Oh yes, the junk. I do remember this now.
Junk with dive, it definitely will work. Just trust.
I mean, he plays Genji according to his profile as well.
I'm actually looking at these maps. A lot of the maps you can play dive on. Nepal, you can play some dive. You know, Anubis, Full Sky, Hanamura, you can play dive. Not so much on Hanamura, but on the other two. Dorado, Junkertown, Root, and Gibraltar are all pretty good for dive, except for Junkertown. But no one's gonna pick Junkertown.
I mean, no,
And then
this is
Eichenwald, Kings, Nambani.
what was one of these teams, I don't remember which. When we played them, they took us to Junkertown. I don't remember if it was Chad's or Leviathans, but it looks like we're
Well,
starting.
I wasn't here for the Chads game, so because I know it wasn't Leviathan.
Okay, then it was probably Chad's that took us. Looks like we're gonna be starting on Shrine.
Yeah.
Cool. So
I
this
would
is
imagine both teams come out with a Brawl comp, but
yeah.
maybe there'll be some surprises.
They may try the double bubble, but then I don't know. What do you do for your ground team? Like they're just gonna run over your backline.
You kind of just have to play massively far away with your backline, just playing for ults. You can't really take an initial fight. You have to give them point control.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Looks like we're gonna have Reinzars on both sides. One side rocking the Hanzo McCree, the other side going more meta with the Mei McCree.
Now, obviously, gonna be favoring the main McCree here in the all-out brawl, but if Sai can get the picks with the Hanzo, maybe he'll be able to make it work.
Yeah, Golden Bow Hanzo. We'll see. Oh, nope, never mind, we have a sim, but it might just be a teleport out.
I would imagine it's just a teleport out, but they might stay on it, which would be interesting. I still would favor the Mei, but the front line damage would be there. Nope, they're gonna immediately swap to the Hanzo. Yep.
They're going to get to point. And I'm going to back out of this perspective one time. It's going to be a first clash. Stick with GBS for the first point. As we are just exchanging some poke damage, Wall comes out, Amor comes out really early for the side of Chengdu. Chad immediately goes down, and that's a boy killed.
It's a good first picks coming out for London. They're just able to clean up, especially with that TP out. They get positional advantage, and the engage from Chads wasn't really able to get much off with the wall. And they're going to immediately swap to the Junkrat. Now, going into this next fight, London is going to have the window very early, which you'd like to see them use. Probably on the engage. Depends more on the pathing that Chads is going to take, on how they choose to get the point. And they're actually going to swap off the Baptiste to the Ana. I don't like this. They're going back Ana. This is interesting. I don't like this.
That's actually the support line that London ran against us. We'll see. It looks like they're gonna go straight down main through choke. Sai already gets an amazing pick on to the Ana. They're already down one support going into this point. It's not going to be long for this world. Now it's a matter of cleanup and get the ult. Nice pick again coming from Sai onto Chargy Lim, and then it is going to just be the rest of the team backing out, trying to get out with their lives and sorry to get out with energy.
By the dragon.
Yeah, I think.
Oops, I have the overlay.
I think the problem that they have is swapping off the Lucias. They can't actually make it to point very fast, so they're opening themselves more up to Sai on the Hanzo. Especially showing why he picked this character. He's getting the picks off very well. And he gets another one.
He gets another one. We have both DPS ults here, but I imagine they're gonna... they might drag in here. They're probably not gonna get grabbed for another 2 fights. They do still have the window that we talked about them having, still haven't had the need to use it. There is a grab, however, on the side of the Chengdu Chad. Just to see if Applesauce can maybe get something for his team to try and get some percentage on this capture point.
This is going to be going into the last fight scenario. It's going to be very hard for them to break through with basically 6 ults on the side of London. They're going to be needing them here for this fight.
Grab comes out, Emor comes out, Dragon gets one, Shatter comes out, but it is going to get pinned by GBS. The beat is also there to secure the fight for London, and then it is just going to be a clean up 91%, and now it's going to be a question of can anyone touch to trigger overtime?
Yep, and it does not look like
It does not look like it. We don't.
Oh, Lucio might.
Maybe the Lucio?
Yeah, Lucio will, but...
Yes,
I don't
Poi
think
solo
it's
shattered
gonna
on the ground.
anything.
Unfortunate, sir. And the grab. Choke.
Yeah, I just think it's a compositional problem. They should have stayed on the McCree May. Especially swapping off the Lucio, it makes it very hard for them to re-engage against what is a pretty good spam comp from the Hanzo McCree. And, yeah, so, like, after they swapped, they really only got 2 fights off, because they kept getting picked and they didn't have Lucio to speed them in, or speed them back even. So they weren't able to regroup and go in as fast as they would have liked.
Yeah. Do you think that it would have been better for them to have tried to push out of the high ground so they avoid the poke more?
I think it would have been, yeah, but at the same time, they should have just stayed on the Lucio, in my opinion. And
We
this is
have
gonna be
Noctua
interesting.
swapping onto a Moira here off of the BAB. Interesting.
Is it gonna be the Tracer or the McCree from I Am Cheating? What a name. It's gonna
Looks
stick
like we have a
with the
teleport
Tracer.
out also. We also have a Hanzo Tracer with BAB.
It's gonna be hard for them to brawl, but maybe they'll be able to make it work.
I mean, one side has a Baptiste, one side does not. That is a lot more survivability for your Reinhardt in the middle of a brawl. If somebody's flying can hit these immorts.
Luke are gonna be forced out early, and this sort of semi-brawl happening on the side of Link gets used early as well. It's gonna be much harder. Oh!
Pit goes out, FE down. That's one support down.
That is very good.
But they might be having. Ooh! Applesauce is also going to get GPS. That looks like that is a point cap and a fight win for the Chengdu Chaz. They're still in it on Sanctum.
Despite the early lamp usage, Fire Strike and the scam coming out through the small doorway really managed to catch London off guard, and they got those early picks.
We do have a Coalescence coming up for Noctua, though. It's a pretty decent engage.
Yeah, you're gonna want to be playing around the Coalescence engage. Let's see if they go for it. There it is. Lamp is used, and grab is actually coming up really early. Let's see if he uses it. There's the grab. Shatter.
Grab, shatter, dual grabs going on.
But Noctua is gonna die, and yeah.
Beat comes out, although, and it is just going to be Applesauce and Poi cleaning this up. Applesauce on extremely high charge.
And Noctua is gonna immediately swap to the Baptiste.
Yeah. That immort's just too good. You can't really, like, if you have one team that has a Baptiste and one team that doesn't, it's so fucking noticeable.
They're going to... Oh, never mind. They're not going to swap to the Hog. They swapped immediately back to the Zarya. I think they just didn't get enough off the initial engage from the Coalescence. They might not have had amp speed up, which probably would have been the best shot. Let's see if they go for a dragon in the small hallway.
Ooh, nice pulse.
Oh, they get... Shatter. Oh, that's
big shatter, big shatter, big shatter.
The dragon comes out. Probably unnecessary, but...
Boy is still stuck in the backline. Oh, the team manages to come around him.
That's going to be a team wipe.
70% on the point. It is now getting to desperation point for London Leviathans. We do have Joan Mama making that swap onto the Hog to try and help out with some damage and crowd control. GBS coming in with the shatter, high noon. See if GBS can find anything.
They're really gonna have to play entirely around GPS ults here. Maybe GPS getting a kill.
And
but this window is just completely swinging. What a hook!
Good hook, but it...
Ooh, a shadow comes out, gets nobody.
Oh, it didn't. Okay.
No, very good zero.
Okay, alright.
Completely whipped. And there's just gonna be the Zarya flanking off to the side as grab. They do get the Reinhardt though, but they have to touch. Can they touch?
Ooh,
they get
grabbed off.
point.
Ooh, close.
You hate to see it. I'm surprised the Tracer worked probably better than it should have, but at the same time it just seemed that Applesauce and Zarya just...
I mean, I think the Tracer kind of just had to be a threat. And
yeah,
because I didn't honestly... Not to say that I Am Cheating is not a great Tracer. I didn't honestly see them much in the kill feed. So I think they just had to exist. And that possibly kept Buzzle's attention on the backline and away from the front line. So there was just a lot less frontline damage coming out maybe from them.
Yeah, but going in this next round, I'm gonna assume they're just gonna stay on the sim. Which is probably what I would like to see. They're just gonna TP out on the sim, stay on the sim main, just go for points. And it's gonna really be up to London to crack this. But maybe they'll swap off.
High ground?
They're going to high ground. Interesting. The Baptiste, like, it's slow, but gets it anyway. I'm surprised that they're going high ground.
Not a traditional move for this comp. MOWL comes out, doesn't manage to find much of anything. Turrets are out on the top, gonna prevent them from pushing through.
And
if
London makes the right call. London rotates the point. They don't try and get the fight on
speed.
high ground. They want to take this brawl now that the turrets are used. The sim won't be able to throw them up as easily.
Wall comes out, they are gonna get walled off point.
This is going to be really based entirely on whether or not Sai can get the same things with the Hanzo.
Immortal and dead for both sides, yeah.
And they're just going to hard pressure GPS. He's going to get him. Yeah, he goes down.
High charge Zarya in your face right now is not ideal. Ooh, but Zarya just managed
Maybe
to go
if they can
down.
kill the Mei, this might be winnable. Oh,
Joe Mama is
never mind.
trying desperately to kill the Mei, but the Lucio is booping them around. And they are not going to be able to secure this, and now they're just getting staggered like crazy from the rest of their team. Do manage to get Grav off middle, though.
Yeah, that's the good thing is that they have Grav Dragon going into this next fight. And Rofty does have the beat, but maybe they'll be able to make it work and just get the kills off of it, especially with the window. We'd like to see, but it's going to be the same meeting ults on the sides of Chengdu. They're really going to be able to hold this well if they play it properly.
I mean, they have the teleporter set up for early reinforcements too from I Am Cheating. Never mind, teleporter is down. Grab comes
used
up.
on the high ground, but they have no way to destroy the lamp.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ooh, but it is going to
kills
get
Rofty.
Rofty. It is going to get Rofty. Rofty was on the other side of the wall, outside of the lamp. That is one pick from the immortality. Ooh, Poi charges in, is going to die. GDS has a 3-man shatter and it's just going to clean up.
Oh, Poi shattered off the high ground. No one was there. Like, what a tragedy.
Oof, oof, oof. Alright.
That initial Grav Dragon getting more value than I thought it would. The Maywall from Charge Limb seemed to actually cut off the lamp from keeping Rofty up.
Okay.
But going this next fight, they used basically everything. I'd like to see them just. Oh,
Teleport on the
that
high
gets
ground.
used. They teleport on the high ground. Wow. But they haven't gotten anything.
Window, and Window doesn't do anything.
Oh,
Counter
they're
window
going
coming from
down.
Noctua.
That's gonna
The
be
Sim walks in front of it.
It was a creative play from Chengdu to TP to the high ground. I liked it, but the grab just didn't get any value. They weren't able to kill anybody in there, and
I think they
They
needed to
used
get
their grab
people
window.
behind the shield to kill the lamp.
they really did. Yeah, they just didn't have enough damage going in. But now coming into this next fight, they do have both DPS slots and they have beat. I would like to see them just TP to point and just set up on point with the sim wall, which it seems like they're gonna go for. Maybe are they TPing the high ground? No, they're TPing the point. I like it. Never mind, they don't take the TP, but yeah, they're just set up on the sim wall.
Blizzard coming
They're
out.
out.
Blizzard as well. Beat comes out from London. GBS is in a corner. Does have immortality. Is
He
going to
lives.
get.
Nice bubble.
Oh, nice. He does make it out. High Noon coming
Oh,
out.
Sai gets another kill.
Beat coming out from the Chads. Buzzle's gonna get 2. Even with the beat up, GBS still has Shatter as well and is behind the team. I don't think they have noticed him. It is going to manage to get the Sim and it is going to get the Lucio.
Oh man, that's actually tragic for Chengdu. They had both DPS ults and beat, and they still used the fight. Sai able to get a pick off, and yeah, they're gonna swap off the Sim, go to the McCree, but I don't see them retaking this. They even swap off the Mei for Reaper for a bit of extra.
Both
frontline damage.
runs have Shatter. If Poi can nail this, if Poi, it's really going to be on Poi to hit this. Poi hits it. He hits it. It's 4. It's 4. That's huge. That's huge.
What a play!
It's just cleanup. It's just cleanup from the DPS. It's primarily from Applesauce. Chargelim is going to go down to side. Applesauce is dueling the other Zarya. It managed to kill the other Zarya. It's just the Lucio now. Overtime is there, and they are going to get the cap swap. They
But
do.
man, this next fight doesn't bode well for Chengdu. Grab Dragon Shatter, Window.
It's a lot of ultimates. This
It
grab.
is. They have to get more value out of the grab. They have to.
They have grab window. But yeah.
That has to be their play.
They're
grab
playing
window
on the
has to
high
get a lot
ground.
of
They're just
value.
going to go to point.
That's gonna be a
Grab
really
comes
early
out
grab.
early.
No window. Oh, he gets sucked out of the shadow. And there's a window.
Window
And
late.
they lose Noctua. And no one's there to destroy the lamp. Oh,
But-
that's. No, that's gonna be it. The teammate
Chads
comes
are
out.
going to manage
Chengdu
to
making it work.
clutch it out. That did not look in their favor at all. I'm impressed.
That was very well done. I think GBS was a bit slow on the shatter. Once he saw the Ryan pinning in, maybe should have gone for it a bit faster. But man, that was insane.
Also, I appreciate the coordination of skins from Chengdu. You'll love to see
They are. Wait, their Lucio's not rocking the Chengdu skin.
Oh no.
Aw.
This was a clutch play. Nice grab from Applesauce. The window was a little late, but they managed to make it work.
Very well
Clutched it
done
out.
from Chengdu, taking first snap of the palm.
Nice healing coming out from Noctua. And we are going to give the Chads a 1 point. Alright. We will swap to this map. Or this view. Alright. Interesting start. Chengdu Chads, London Leviathans. I believe London is up over Chengdu Chads on the score sheet currently, but we'll
I think
see.
they are. I think Chengdu is currently 3-6, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'd actually have to check.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chengdu's currently 3-6. London is currently 4-5. Chengdu, it's noted, cannot actually beat London in map differential, even if they win this game.
Mm.
Both teams would end up being 4-6, and Chengdu would still have a worse map differential, or more map points, I suppose.
Yeah. But
So I think this game is actually entirely irrelevant to the playoffs. Well, no, it doesn't. I think it decides whether or not we get 5th or 6th seed. But other than that, it is an interesting. Actually, no. This game is very important. London needs to win this game to make playoffs, I think.
ooh. So
Yeah.
all the pressure on London,
Well,
and Chads can just gatekeep the holy hell out of them, which if I know the Chads, they would love nothing more.
Yeah, that's really what this is for. London, they're in a must-win scenario. If they win this game, they will take the 6th seed from Seattle and make it into the playoffs by the skin of their teeth.
Also, apparently, I Am Cheating is bleeding, and just noticed that he got blood everywhere because he was bleeding
Actually,
the whole map.
If London wins this, not only do they get into the playoffs, they will take 4th or 5th seed from us because they have tiebreaker.
Oh, cool.
So even if they tie our map differential, they will take our seed, which is very unfortunate.
That's alright.
So basically, this is London's game to win.
If they win. But right now, Chads are still up.
Starting it strong on
Yeah.
Nepal.
We are going to be heading to the row, it looks like.
It's interesting. Chengdu did look very comfortable on the brawl. So London has to be feeling very good with their
But they
DPS and
have
tank
been
points.
making, it looks like, not roster swaps because it's the same players, but I think they've moved Chad onto the off-tank role, when previous I think he was playing DPS for them. So.
It makes sense. If you have a solid DPS line otherwise, just improving your front line is very nice. So it's really going to be dependent on whether or not they can make this brawl work.
St. Alex 66, there is a table you can see for the teams. If you go into the MOWL Discord and look under #roster, it will be the overview tab on that Google Sheet. And that will tell you the score lineups. Also, I see apparently, according to my chat, Shipshape, which is normally the off-tank for London Leviathans, is currently not here. Who is their traditional
Feels bad, man.
starting. So that is unfortunate for them.
These are interesting. Is Chengdu really going to roll out with the Genji Widow?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But it looks like they'd be going into a double sniper on the defense with a Bat Ana.
I'm not the biggest fan of the double sniper. You're really based. It's your entire comp is based
We're gonna
off of
give
your
Buzzle
snipers
the
and your
caster curse
kills.
here. Let's see if they can hit this shot.
He has to get these kills.
He fucks up the grapple. Bad start.
That's a good way to start. So they are going to be staying on the Genji Widow.
Alright.
Interesting play. They do
Whiff?
have a better... I'm not actually sure
Oh, we've noticed the enemy Widow. Enemy Widow has a better positioning jump up shot now. And it's gonna hit it! Nice! Buzzle taking out I Am Cheating, but I Am Cheating has already gotten side. They're pushing in here right now. It is GBS. Immortality comes out, manages to save DPS.
GBS?
But Immortality is down. Charging Limb is also going down to GBS. And they've been pushed off the point, but GBS has Shatter already. Is he going to use it? He is going to use it.
The back of
the Baptiste, but... Yeah.
That's...
I Am Cheating is going to get the pick onto GBS. Buzz is going to get the pick onto I Am Cheating. And right now it is Joe Mama here trying to stall out the point. Nano goes onto the Zarya.
Nice. Can he might be able to make this work. He's going to find two. Can he keep getting these kills? If they can destroy the lamp and they can kill the Baptiste, this is winnable. They're going to lose Psy in the meantime.
Right now it is... Ooh, Shatter comes out from Koi. Ooh, GBS managed to clutch it out.
It's just GBS
it's the losing. It's just GBS.
GBS is not having a good time.
Oh no, oh no.
He just barely doesn't make it back in time to get the lamp off.
Alright. Ooh, nice shot again from Buzzle.
Good shot.
Yeah. We have grabs
Going
on
into
both
the next
sides,
fight,
but one
yeah,
side has scyther up also from I am
the
cheating.
Charger Limb swapping to the Bastion, I love to see it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, the president has arrived.
They're pushing the cart though, so the Bastion's gonna have to walk to catch up with the cart here.
They're waddling towards the cart.
Is set up in position. There is no shield on this man. But it really probably is only the Hanzo that, I mean, the Hanzo is gonna kind of destroy this Bastion. Sights is up, grab comes out directly onto the cart, and it's just going to be a Reinhardt GBS just swinging into it. Window comes out, but you're standing in front of a Bastion. A grab also comes out from the enemy side, and it is going to be, as well as a beat to defend them, and they're just going to continue to push on through. Yeah.
These grabs coming out they just aren't itchy.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they anticipated the Bastion being in that. It's one thing to have a Ryan walk into a grab of a team. It's another thing to have a Ryan walk into a grab with a Bastion in it.
It is, but I'm not, the way that Chris is using these grabs just doesn't bode well.
Yeah. We're gonna try and get here for a last minute contest. GBS is going to already have to back off onto the Mega. Poi is here. He's gonna get pinned back to
They get 2 kills.
Buzzle get inside. Yeah. Buzzle side popping off. But it looks like they're not gonna contest.
Chris swapping to the Roadhog.
Charger Limb back on the Genji off the Bastion. Shatter is huge! 3-man Shatter. Nano goes onto GBS, and it is GBS attempting to defend his team. His Shatter is also huge. That's 2 on the ground. 2, 3 dead. Nice.
What a play. Going into this next fight, however, it's gonna be interesting. They don't have the grab because they swapped to the Roadhog. It's gonna be grab coming out for Applesauce or Chad on Zarya. But what follow-up will they have for him? I'm cheating to swap from Honda. But you do have a Dragon here for Sai, a window for Epi. They're gonna really be looking to crack things open here with those 2 ults.
We'll see.
Charger Limb swapping maybe to the Genji again, of course.
I mean, but they're going into a brawl with a Roadhog.
What a shot
Nice
from
pick
Sai.
off from Sai.
Killed him while he was dashing.
But right now, they have no Zarya, so GBS is kind of on their own here.
Oh,
Buzzle's also going to get hit. Looks like DPS are going to manage to win this fight for them just off the picks. Charge Limb on to the Junkrat. Nice pick onto Rofty from Joe Mama 69.
The DPS from London really just trying to put their team on their back.
I also see that Yellow is moderating my chat. Waffly has been muted for 10 seconds. Love to see it.
Love to see it.
Oh, we're trying to wall climb, failing to wall climb. There we go. We're up top now. We still have this dragon from last fight. We also have a window for this fight as well as Shatter. But there is a Graviton Surge on the enemy team.
Grab window?
Yeah, Applesauce has been able, I mean, I don't know if they're going to get window by the time they use this grab, because Applesauce is pretty trigger happy with these. But he's getting more value out of them than...
I'm cheating, gonna find the better of the window there.
Shatter
comes out,
the
gets
hook off!
3!
That was a nice hook!
What a play! Yeah. They do use all of their ults.
Oh, yes, Dragon as well as Window, but they do win the fight. And then we're spraying and shaking our face at the Widow. Hi, Chris. Alright, they do have a Nano for next fight. London.
Yeah, Nano on the Hog, but going into double tank ults and double support ults from Chad. It's gonna be difficult,
rough.
I feel, for them to win the fight.
Unless the double sniper gets a pick. And
Chris
is just fishing right now. Nano Hog, he does it again. That's amazing. GBS was the Shatter, but the Nano is still good. They're gonna have to back off without the Reinhardt. Sai is going to get the headshot onto I am cheating, and I mean,
GBS putting on his best waffling impression.
Fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And that is an unfortunate time to get hooked twice applesauce into the same pit. Maybe save the bubble.
Here's the upside. They used no ult that fight, and now they have 6 ults, and I am cheating really gets picked.
I am cheating is going to get Widow diffed by Buzzle. Nice fire strike onto semi-flying from GBS. Jumama is going to get the pick onto Charge a Limb. Poi is in the back, but the whole Hog is pushing them back. Another pick from Not Chris. Good hook onto Poi. And it looks like I didn't think that the Hog Ride was going to work for them, but they are making it work.
I think the problem that they're having is they're letting the DPS of London just carry. They aren't able to walk on the front line because the DPS are getting so much value. I would like to see after the grab is used, maybe go to a diva to counter these 2 snipers on high ground. This fight is going out. Shadow comes out, gets Chris. but she ain't gonna lose the
Boy
fight
is
again.
anti.
And then Apples, he gets hooked on for the third time.
God. Dueling dragons, but Sai's dragon gets a little more value here, and now it is snipers on the high ground? Yes, Buzzle is shooting a Lucio. Don't worry, the Baptistas come to save the Widow before. Rofty is going to give Widow some nice ultimate charge, given that they smacked him before they jumped in the pit.
Applesauce becoming intimately familiar with the inner workings of that pit.
Potentially, is very unfortunate. Let's see if Joe Mama can go for it a fourth time. He certainly is waiting for it by the pit.
And this doesn't go well for Chengdu. They used 4 ults that play, and they got nothing.
Looks like they're pushing left this time to try and avoid the pit. Anti comes out onto Poi. Hook does whiff. Immortality does come out early to save Poi. Nano going onto GBS. Immor coming out from London. Shatter doesn't manage to find anything. Window comes out from Send Me Flying, and Joe Mama is going to get Poi and feed the pit a little more. But it does look like the Chads nice stun and kill onto the Roadhog. Oof, nice fire strike there. The
window flappies.
Rofty is going to get smacked, but not before moving Epi. Window fire strike, good, and the Sonic kill for flavor. 10 seconds remaining, this is it. Dragon Strike coming out from side to cut off the team. Applesauce is going to manage to kill Sai, but is going to get shattered on the cart and killed by Buzzle. Overtime is here. It is overtime. Rofty is attempting to stall it for his team. The Dragon Strike comes out, but the McCree can't get there to touch. That is going to be all
they
she
had
wrote.
5 minutes going into that third point. They just get held at the first corner.
I mean, that pit honestly won them the the play of the game better be that fucking pit. Just like I want a camera below up watching Applesauce fall in the pit 3 times.
The bane of Applesauce's existence.
Oh, he
Unable
must
to
be
do anything.
miffed. Miffed.
So now it's really up to whether or not Chengdu can hold them on first point or streets. If they can't hold them there, I don't think they'll be able to hold them on third point. Unless they can pull out a hold of equal proportions of just ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But those DPS, man, and the Hog were getting too much value. This is why I think they should have gone over the D.Va. You know, if you get hooked into the pit, you just fly out. You can challenge the DPS on the high
Yeah, but they
ground.
had the grab like the entire time. Every third time they're
Yeah.
trying, like they were playing for that grab. So I understand the reluctance to swap when you're like, but I have the grab. But like, dude, 2 times you gotta just give. You gotta feel like it's not going.
And then when they used the grab, they didn't even get anything off of it. It's just a tragedy.
All right, looks like we have a Rhine Zarya for the Chads as well as a Hanzo Junkrat. Bap Lucio.
I think this play is actually good. Man, these people are.
Looks like
Man,
we're gonna.
there's some trash talk going on in chat. Okay.
I have it hidden. Don't worry.
Oh man.
Because I don't want anyone to get too excited and say something that gets me banned on Twitch. All right, we have a double sniper coming out. Let's see if Buzzle can get any shot. Grapples up, doesn't manage to find. Get a little bit of a body shot, a little bit of a tickle onto. I am cheating. Oh, can I find the right person? I am cheating. Going to hotel. Trap does get destroyed. Is going to place another one in the Alderman Hotel.
I think this comp from Chengdu is rather good. It's good for holding space, especially against the double sniper. You want to be able to stop the front line from walking forward and just play around cover from the DPS. And it seems to be working, maybe? Perhaps?
Buzzle looks like is rotated left around the statue.
Both lamps are used.
Who is going to manage to get a pick onto Chad, and both tanks down due to the sniper. Semi-flying is also going to go down to a fire strike from GBS. Buzzle already getting up to push him forward aggressively is going to have to take the 1v1. The Hanzo is going to win that 1v1. Just Lucio on point. Cleaned up by Buzzle, who's really feeling this Widowmaker here.
Nice shot. And man, this is going to be difficult ask from Chengdu to hold this. And I'm just going to swap back over to the Widow. He wasn't really finding the better of Buzzle during this fight.
Shatter and Nano in the tank for London, but they almost have DPS ults as well.
Move it out.
Yeah, they're going to go into this next fight with basically 5
really,
ults.
And that's unfortunate. Charge limb, and that was their only ult they were close on. Already getting picked. Dragon Strike comes out to split the team. Poi is going to get charged into the Dragon. Nice job by GBS. And Epi is going to clean up Applesauce. Noctua playing the beloved cart bitch. Alright.
I would personally prefer to see the Baptiste on cart because Nano is such a powerful ultimate, but so is Window. It doesn't really matter either way, and that's just gonna be another kill.
Yeah. They're gonna win off the picks here.
I Am Cheating was actually shit-talking London, and now he's really getting put in his place,
It's
I
alright.
suppose.
Sights is ready. I would be using it now. You're about to push around this corner.
Yeah, so would I.
But looks like
And Window gets early.
Window comes out.
And gets another pick. Wow.
Buzzle gets another pick onto semi-flying. That is the Baptiste down. That's the majority of their healing. Immort did come out already and went down. No value really off of the Window. Chads are here. Shatter Grab! Or Shatter Dragon, excuse me. And it is going to get 3 here. Effie is going to get cleaned up, and it looks like the Chads are going to actually hold it here. Oof, but that is perilously close to the golden box on the ground. But they do manage to stop it. Just before the second
They
checkpoint.
finally found the answer. If they didn't win that fight, it did not bode well for Chengdu.
I mean, but
with
they
that
are going
5-minute time
into
bank.
Shatter Grav from the enemy team. Still
Shatter
have the-
Grav, even maybe Grav Dragon, depends on if Sai can build up that ult. And their really only response on the other side is the double scroll up and grab. It's certainly doable. Oh my god, he gets the hit.
Ooh, Sai gets a nice pick onto Rocky from the side. GBS is going to shatter. Nano comes out. Window comes out in response. Does manage to find something. Grav comes out. Chargelet is going to get pick on to Noctua. Window does manage to save them from some of the grab.
Oh, the damage in the grab.
GBS is going to get 2. Point only gets 1. Buzzle gets I Am Cheating. And it is just 2. They cap it. It's just 3 here. Ooh, but GBS is going to go down to Applesauce here. He's going to force Joe Mama to back off of this.
Chengdu have to be perfect. They can't make a single mistake on this third point.
Almost have a dragon from Sai. That could be quite dangerous here if he manages to get it while they're still trying to regroup. Cutting half of the team off. Is going to manage to get it. Shatter comes out, is going to get 3, but counter Shatter is big. Beat comes out to counter. Dragon also comes out. The Dragon is going to manage to get Poi. The Beat saving them. Windows also coming out just to try and secure the fight. Applesauce is still here trying to get on Poi. Is going to fall. Manages to kill himself. And Semi-Flying is going to go down to side. Balls will manage to clean up Charge. Noctua is going to get Rofty, and that is going to be what looks like London's game. GBS and Sai emoting on point.
London really showing why this is their map pick. What a performance. Completely dominating third point and their attack round.
The double sniper really working out for them. And the pit is really what's the play of the game here.
And game is now tied up 1-1. And it's Applesauce getting hooked in, hit him with the wave.
Oh, that is not the person you want to see coming around the corner when you're Widow. Alright, it is 1-1 here, as Leviathans have managed to steal the second map from Chengdu, but it is still anyone's game, and it is currently Chengdu Chad's map pick. Let's see where they take us. Alright, alright. Whew. So far it's been exciting. Alright, not quite sure when they're gonna pick a map, but we'll see sooner rather than later.
The series continues like this, it's shaping up to be a good one. However, you gotta wonder what Chengdu's mental is like after that. I mean, they got completely stomped. There's no two ways about it.
I mean, yeah, they did manage to prevent them from getting to third point on King's Row, which is a win, because King's Row is such an attack-favored map, but they did, like, they managed to attack to the point, but I don't know.
They made it to third point, which is good, but, man, London had like a 4-minute time bank when the game ended.
True. Oh, no, I think they had some good plays there. I mean, Poise had some clutch shatters. Applesauce has been playing well. I honestly think that they're getting DPS diffed a bit here.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's just the DPS from Chengdu are unable to contain Sai and Buzzle just rolling them.
Yeah, the double sniper comp was painful.
And the tank line from Chad just isn't enough. There's not enough difference there over Leviathan for them
I mean,
to just
if
walk
I was
over.
to, I'd really be. I think the Diva suggestion's a good idea. If we can get Chad onto these snipers, if they run the snipers again, then maybe you can get a little more.
I think the real question there is Applesauce comfortable on the Diva? Looking at his playtime, it doesn't seem like he plays it ever. So
that might be.
he just doesn't have the flexibility. Yeah, he has
According
in
according
all
to Weenie,
competitive seasons,
GBS is
3 armors.
39% of the team damage with Reinhardt, which I believe. So,
Oh. Yeah, looking at applesauce in all competitive seasons, only has 3 hours on the diva,
oof.
and in all modes only at 5 hours. So it doesn't seem like it's a pick that they're very comfortable with.
Well, Poi plays Winston, so maybe what you do is you switch Chad over to Reinhardt and put Poi on the Winston to try and control at least the Widow. He's gonna get shredded by the Hanzo, but
Yeah, it's sort of like the lesser of two evils. Are you going to be able to deal with GBS and Chris though in the front line if you're running the double bubble?
true. I don't know.
So I think it entirely depends on what map Chads wants to take London to. I think if they take it to another map that favors double snipers, they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
We'll see. I think Chad's is the. I didn't watch Chad's last game, although, but Chad's is the one that took us to Junkertown on it. But they just saw the double sniper. They're not going to be dumb enough
I
to
mean,
put.
I'm looking at these maps. All of them are good for double sniper.
Oof.
Like, and except for maybe Hanamura, but even then you can run it on the defense and it works really well.
Mm.
But Dorado is really good for it. Wow, that was a massive lightning strike inside my house. Okay. Dorado's good for it. Junkertown's really good for it. Obviously, Root's pretty good for it. Gibraltar can work, but I'd personally prefer the dive. Like, Anubis and Volskaya works really well on. It seems like only Nepal was the best map for not the double sniper. So London might just be able to roll over this, keeping their DPS as they were.
We'll see. We'll see. It will be an interesting matchup for sure. Looks like we have a couple people here in chat. Welcome, everyone. Oh, actually, we have a lot of people. Hello. Swapped over to the users in chat. I have a couple people talking, but you know how you have like 3 people talking, then you switch over to the actual users in chat. I was like, oh, okay, there's a lot of you here. Hello.
Quite a bit, quite a bit.
Yeah, thank you all for coming. Hopefully, we are doing good with this whole casting thing, and hopefully, they're gonna pick a map quicker. I swear to God,
That's what you hope for.
half of casting is just filling dead air, and it is
Wait,
the
did they? I
worst.
think they agreed to a halftime.
They
Yeah, they
agreed to
did
a
a halftime.
halftime. I
That's
hate the
annoying.
halftime so much. Ugh.
That means the game doesn't necessarily start again until 8:52, and
Ugh.
teams are
It
ready
is
before then.
unfortunate. Listen. As I and I imagine it's not fun to watch either. Like you don't want to watch me bullshit for 10 minutes. That's not fun for the viewers. It's
I don't know. Maybe we can just play tic tac toe.
tic-tac-toe. I don't know if I have a screen for that. Can I make a screen for that? Hold on. Let me make a seed. Tic tac toe. Okay, we're gonna watch this live. We're gonna see if I can pull this off. We're gonna see. Let me add a color source. We're gonna add the white background. Okay, progress. What can I do? A media source, window capture. Can I just draw or can I do a line? I don't think I have a line. Wait, can I get a tic-tac-toe board? I bet I can get a tic-tac-toe board off of Google.
Hog. And there's actually just a massive lightning storm going on outside my house. What the fuck?
You'll be fine unless your power goes out.
That would be pretty. It probably won't, but you know, you never know.
Never know. Alright. Let's do an image. Alright. Bring this sucker up. Make him big. Fuck. It's not centered. Oh god. There we
Oh
go.
god.
Alright, hold on. Where's my text source? Alright. Alright, we'll do big ass X. Oh wait, I need to make it not white. It's white right now. Let's make it a color that we can see. How do I do this again? Oh, there it is. Select color. We'll make it red, because that's not obnoxious. Okay. X. Did not type? Did not type. There we go. X. Okay. This is so much fun to watch me do, I know. You're so excited.
I'm very excited. Just a white screen.
It is a white screen right now. And my X isn't showing up. Is it still white? Did it default back to white?
Well, I don't know what the
Default
delay
back to
is,
white.
so.
It's a 40-second delay. There's my big ass X. There we go. Oop, that's the tic-tac-toe board. Hold on, let me lock that shit down. All right. You can go first, Adam. Are you gonna pick? You can go left.
Well,
Left.
I can't see anything on the.
All right, you pick. So you know the top. We're gonna go from. Think of it
Oh,
like
you
a
just
number
repeated
pad.
it.
Think of it like a
Yeah,
number
okay.
pad.
All right. Where did you go?
I haven't gone yet. You're going first.
Okay, I'm just gonna go directly in the middle. So
Directly
5.
in the middle. Okay. Now I have to make an O source. We're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. The question is, can they actually do a fucking pick a fucking map, or is the halftime gonna end by the time? All right.
What happens if the halftime ends before they pick a map? Do we
All
just?
right. I'm gonna pick here. I'm gonna pick 4.
So one. So it's going from left to right.
It's like a keypad.
So
One
left
through
to
nine.
right, top to bottom.
Yes.
Okay, and you picked 4.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do 9. Like all the way bottom right.
Okay. All right. This is a great practice of my OBS skills. All right. I've picked 1.
All right, I'm going to do 7, and it's game over already because there's nothing you can do to stop me from winning.
I'm gonna do 7.
Yes, so all the way bottom left.
Okay. How? Okay. I'm going to...
Oh, they picked a map.
Ooh,
We're going to Rialto.
exciting. Well, do you want... I guess we can wait to finish our tic-tac-toe game. Go back to the cast. Hopefully this means they're going to be starting soon. Listen, I know you got 2 games in one, essentially. I should have changed. Is there a tic-tac-toe category on Twitch? Hold
There's
on.
no way there's a tic-tac-toe category.
There is a tic-tac-toe plus.
Wow.
I'm going to keep the category Overwatch. But we could have been tic-tac-toe plus.
Well.
I should have swapped the category for a split second. I'm not getting rolled, Deadstock. I was doing great at tic-tac-toe.
I mean, there's no way you were going to beat me.
I mean, you started first. Everyone who starts first wins.
No, if you just go in one of the corners, it's automatically a draw.
Yeah. We'll see.
Quintessential Quintuplets is so good. Oh, give me $10. I won't spoil it. No mega.
What? Are
Good
you
shit,
reading
chat.
the
I'm
match
reading
chat?
match chat.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, I have that shit hidden. I don't want to know.
Match chat is weird.
I imagine. Well, timeout should be over now. So, what a cliffhanger. Weedy, you're the best. Yeah, we'll never know. The tic-tac-toe game will always be a mystery.
It will.
Yeah. If they ever start this game! Come on, let's go. Let's go. London and Chads. Hi, Kat. What's up?
Imagine the game actually starting. What a weird thing to expect.
I know. When I announced the stream, I was like, hey, it's starting at 8 EST, which is a minute away, but you know this shit's not actually going to start till 10 minutes after, so don't rush.
Exactly.
Yeah. Has any MOWL game started before the timeout is just about to be cut into?
That's a good question that I don't know the answer to.
I extremely doubt that any MOWL game starts on time. Having casted a fair bit of these games, they don't tend to start on time. At least not for me.
Well, I think the only games that have ever started on time are OWL games, and even those aren't super consistent.
It's true. We're not professionals here either.
Nah, we're definitely professional.
And we are still waiting to start the game.
Woo!
All right, what do you think they? So Rialto was the Chad's pick. What do you think they're planning to run here? What is their solution to this double sniper problem they're having?
They either just need to go full brawl into the front line, or they just need to out sniper them. Like, I suppose they could go some sort of like poke comp, like a double shield, but double shield isn't super good right now. It's gonna be sort of hard to play,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe they'll be able to make it work.
All right. Maybe not even. Do you think they'll try for the double bubble, or do you think they're just gonna stick with?
I don't think they'll try the double bubble because it is Rialto and this is their map pick, but maybe they'll go for it.
Mm. We'll see. We'll see. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I imagine if you're London, you're just gonna stick with the double sniper comp. It will work fairly well on this map, so don't imagine any dramatic swaps there. Although they may go back to the Zarya instead of the Hog that they had at the end there.
Maybe.
Hulk Hammer, they need to go Diva. Tell your team that! You're literally on Chad's Hulk Hammer! Tell your team they need to go Diva! I see you
yeah,
on
we're
the
saying
bench.
that they need to go diva, but I haven't seen that Applesauce can play diva. So
I
who
don't know.
knows?
I don't know. Does Poi have any hours on Diva? Let's see.
That
All
would be interesting.
competitive.
Can Applesauce play main tank?
He has 3 hours on Diva. That's not a lot. Applesauce. Let's see. All competitive seasons. He has 27 hours on Reinhardt.
Maybe that will be a play that they can do. But we're finally getting into the game. Let's go.
Let's
Woo!
see how it goes.
Initiating match.
I mean, yeah, it looks like we're gonna have London coming out on the defense soon. 10 seconds till we see what they pick. Beautiful, not Venice, but it's pretty much Venice. But it's not Venice, it's Rialto.
Isn't Rialto a part of Venice?
No, I don't
like
think
an
so.
actual
It's a
place that
bridge.
exists?
Rialto is a bridge in Venice.
Close enough.
But yeah. Oh, it looks like they
Castilian-
are gonna have the Diva.
The Rialto is a central area of Venice, Italy. So it is an area.
I just knew it was a
There you go.
bridge, but it looks like they're
So you
gonna
can
have.
make the argument that this is actually part of Venice.
Okay. So they have Applesauce on the Diva, Charge a Limb on the Genji. I am cheating on the Ashe, semi-flying on the Mercy, which I believe is their main. Rafty on the Baptiste. Going into that double sniper from London Leviathans with the Anabap heals combo and the Rhine Zarya.
I just don't feel like that this is the correct solution. I also don't think that London should be playing close. They're playing a double sniper comp. Oh, no, well, that's an interesting hint.
Yeah, GBS is going to get the pick onto Poi. Chad is getting dangerously low close to Max. Charge Limb is going to get the pick onto Joe Mama. IMG is going to get the pick onto Epi. GBS is going to die here. Buzzle does manage to get a pick. But the snipers are so far back, and there is no support left for them. They're going to be forced to back off after
It's immediately going to the right hand.
Rez is going to come out for Charge Limb. Poi hanging out on cart. Don't quite know why he's not going and taking some space, but you know, give him. He's confident they can just win, even if they're giving them all this space, all the way up to cart. Shatter comes out from GDS, is going to get pretty much everyone on the ground. Charger Limb goes down, Semi-Flying goes down. Anakto is going to kill the lamp. Iron Cheating is going to get Epi. That is a lot of healing cut out for London Leviathans. But it looks like they're going to hold. I do not know why they all just stood on cart there. That was
It's weird, but going to next fight, there's gonna be 5 ults for Chads to work with, but going into the double DPS ults, the double support ults, it's gonna be hard to really break this defense from London.
It's gonna either have to be a really sick bomb from Applesauce, or they're just gonna have to press Q first.
Yeah, and Boy gets
Diva Bomb comes out, is going to find Epi in the back. Poi has died in the meantime, but Rez is going to come out for Poi from Send Me Flying.
And Rosty's gonna die.
Shatter is coming out, Dragon to counter, Valk comes out to counter, the Dragon is going to try and keep the entire team healed up. Chad is, the Glock comes out from the Mercy. Sai does manage to get 2. No one is on cart right now.
Alright. Those 2 picks from
Semi Flying desperately trying to heal Chad, but also push the cart. Can't manage to quite do it. Window comes back for London with the whole hog. And they're just gonna bully Applesauce on that baby Diva. GBS is a little stuck here and is going to get destroyed for it. Charge Limb is going to manage to get it, getting close to a Dragon Blade here, but there isn't anything to follow up with it.
These DPS from London are just completely unchecked. No one's doing anything to stop them.
No one can hide.
Sights is up, but is getting poked out by the Ashe here.
I get another pick, but they are gonna find Epi.
Yeah. Chad is on the Widow here, is going to back off when chasing them to the Mega Health Pack. Anti onto Poi. Sai is going to get a pick onto I Am Cheating. Buzzle's going to get a pick onto Send Me Flying. Sai's going to get another pick, and that is going to be the DPS once again winning this fight.
I feel like this is a broken record at this point. The DPS are just hard carrying this. I think this is just going to be a full hold. I mean, they do have the ults to work with. They have the blade. They have the bomb. They have the window. Like, they have... Chad's basically doesn't have 6 ults.
We'll see. Poi has clutched out for his team before with a really good Shatter.
Yes,
if they can hit the Shatter, but it is going to be going into a Shatter from GBS as well as a Dragon Strike. That's a good start. Buzzle down. That's one problem dealt with, but Semi-Flying is going to get picked by Sai. That is one of your supports down. Blade is coming out, but is going to get hooked to just immediately kill. Poi did Shatter, is going to get a couple people on the floor. That is 2 down on a London. Bomb is out as well as Diva Bomb. That is 3 dead for London, 4 dead for London. Remake kill onto not Chris. You love to see it. And it's GBS here by himself. Is going to get cleaned up. Can they manage to get it, or can anyone recontest, or are they just going to give it up? It looks like the snipers are spawning first, and they're probably not going to recontest at this point with the tanks on it. Lucio trying to come in to stall. Dragon Strike comes out from Sai, Epi, but they are going to get it. Yeah, I would have Dragon Strike from the other side of the bridge if that was me, but what do I know about playing DPS?
So even they capture the first point, they did use 4 ults. However, they are going to have the double support ults coming into the next fight.
And they're on the Reaper now instead of the Genji to try and control the Hog, and it looks like it's doing its job.
First with swap, like your ult's not worth keeping, just go Zarya, you'll be able to do more. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's just going to stay on it. I don't necessarily agree with this decision. But
oh, you're talking about Chad? You want him to swap to Zarya?
No, I want Chris. Joe Mama 69.
Unlikely. I don't think their Zarya is very good. Shatter comes out from GBS. It's going to be good. Valk comes out. Diva Bomb also comes out for the remake. Buzzle is going to manage to get the pick onto Rocky. Rocky is going to get res. The whole hog is coming out. Dynamite Burn comes out. Chargeland is going to fall off the map. Bob is going to be on the point to stall it out. Immortality comes out to contest the Bob. Bob is also sleeping on the job. Is going to get woken up immediately and is going to start pouring damage into GBS as well as the shield is going to bounce out of here. But the shadow comes out from Poi and it is massive. Window comes out a little late. Probably a little unnecessary too. You already had 3 picks. And it's just tanks here. And Chad is going to get 2 picks off of that. And they're going to get to the second point. We thought they would full hold, and now they've gotten the cap on point 2 here. The Chads are managed to make it work.
Boy just doing everything he can to carry his team to victory. Saying he'll make up for the difference.
I think the Diva and Reaper swaps also have been super helpful here.
I think you're right.
Reaper to deal with the Hog and the Diva to deal with the snipers. Window comes out from Epi here. Is going to force them to LOS and out of line of sight and not to push.
shield broken for
Everyone's
Cora.
getting decently low on
GBS
London. GBS is going to come out with a shatter, but it is going to find much lamp is there to protect them. Bob is out again. He's going to go off into nowhere, although shatter comes out from Poi. Isn't going to manage to find anything. Charge limit is going to go down to the fire strike. Dragon does get eaten by Chad. That is quite nice. GBS does get 2 pick. Dynamite is going to take down Buzzle. Rez is coming out for Poi. Nice Rez, but Sunfly does die to that. Nano comes out onto the Reinhardt. GBS is just going to kill Poi again, and Chad is on the Ana, but that is it. That is a fight loss. That is a dire get out moment. Regroup. You almost have death blossom and Val.
Chad just gonna get
Charge
staggered.
limb. No, no, it's not overtime. Run away, dude. There he goes. There he goes.
Why isn't Applesauce trying to get out? Stop going for kills. Just leave. It'll force him to kill you faster. Oh man, he just got staggered for a while there.
He's fast, although.
He is, but man, that 10 seconds just basically, not even 10 seconds, it's 30 seconds essentially off the clock from that. It's an entire fight gone.
Shatter and Whole Hog and High Noon on the side as well as Window.
Like this.
Early Window, Hanzo just shooting through it. That is going to be a
Poi,
shield dead.
so low, they need to get this kill. Why aren't they taking more aggressive positioning? Poi should not have lived through that. Poi, I don't know, names
Not
are
enough
hard.
aggression, that is going to cost them. They do have a Diva Bomb ready on the side of the Chads. Window comes out, Diva Bomb is going to get chucked into the void. It's going to get 2!
Massive.
It's going to get 2. GBS also does go down to the charge. Ana is low. Chad is going to manage to clean up Noctua. Rez comes out for charge a limb, and then they're going to be pushing through the last. Valk is almost ready. Also have Bob. They also have what do you call it? Death Blossom. He is just waiting around the corner. Is going to do it as soon as they walk out of spawn. The break is there, but they're not going to manage to touch.
It looked so good for London.
It just, the momentum swung in Chad's favor.
Yeah, it just all went away.
They pushed Q 4 times at that first point and managed to clutch it out, and then they just kept rolling on through.
Yeah, and that fight there that, you know, they really should have killed Poi still names are hard. Poi, and they just didn't have enough aggression. He really shouldn't have gotten away from that window when he was that pushed
super
up.
low. But then again, maybe that's the disadvantage of the sniper comp, is that you really don't have anyone that can get up and close that distance. You kind of want to have both your DPS far back.
Yeah.
So it's hard to follow up on that.
I don't understand the mentality from Chris here. Just keep picking the Roadhog. It's just putting your team on at a complete disadvantage.
I mean, let's see. Does he have a lot of hours on Hog? Is he a Hog one trick? He's got more hours on Reinhardt than anything. Where is Zarya? Where's his Hog? He only has, on this account, but this is his alt, so it's not gonna tell me much. I'm assuming he has a lot of hours on Hog on his main, otherwise there's no real reason to justify
I would
this.
hope, but at the same time, even with a lot of hours, it doesn't really justify it. Zarya or D.Va or Sigma would just all be better picks.
Alright. We have, coming out with the double sniper.
Wow, that's... Why did... I don't know.
Muzzle is going to get a pick onto I Am Cheating, but it is going to get immediately rezzed by Semi-Flying. They are going to be forced to back around the corner to kind of avoid the sniper's sightlines.
Oh,
Semi-Flying, and I Am Cheating is going to take down Muzzle. And we're going to deal with a Reaper on the ground here in their face. Reaper is going and pushing up into... push him off the high ground of Hanzo, and is going to go back to frontline. Immortality was used by London to try and save Psy, and so that is a 30-second cooldown there. Or GBS trying to pick from the right angle, but is going to get cut off. Ooh, Hook beats a brace. Ooh, but GBS is just going to smack the shit out of their Reaper. That's Charge a Limb down. Semi-Flying doesn't manage to get the beam on them in time to save them, and that is a great pick for the attackers. Joe Mama on cart, charge comes in, and GBS is going back to his spawn, apparently. Joe Mama's still on point. Buzzle is going to get the pick onto Rofty, and that is a hook onto I Am Cheating. That is 2 down for London. Ooh, whiff hook onto the Flying Mercy. That was an ambitious hook. Shatter comes out, doesn't manage to find anything. Eva D-Max, that is big for them, although. Another whiffed hook onto Poi. Boy is going to charge in, shatter, and also whiff. That's 2 Reinhardt's dead, but one of them has a mercy and one does not. Nano Hog on the point. That is going to be a whole hog to keep them away and try and contest this, but they are getting shot in the back. Semi-Flying has pulled out the Glock, but is back to healing now that I've swapped the perspective. And it looks like the Chads are going to continue to hold this. That was a pretty messy fight, but they managed to squeak it out.
As long as they can make it work, I hope that they'll be able to get this hold off. But it is going to be difficult. And again, Chris just putting his team at the disadvantage by playing the Roadhog makes it so much harder for them to have any protection or really securing kills here.
Yeah. We have sights on the side of London. We also have a Diva Bomb coming out from Applesauce as well as a window from
Oh,
Rofty.
nice kill. It's going to get
Nice
rezzed
pick,
up there.
yeah. That res has been coming in clutch for them. Or I am cheating specifically. Sights is up with jump from Rofty. They are being very defensive here. Diva Bomb is going to go in. Epi is high ground. Diva Bomb is going to get nothing but immortality. Jamama is going to drop down low. Ooh! Boy is pinned and isolated by the tanks. That is going to be unfortunate with the window. Puzzle's just going to clean up as they're forced to LOS the window. Sai is going to get semi-flying. Shatter onto Applesauce. Charge a limb is going to get destroyed. And they're going to clean up and take first point.
Well played.
They still have a whole map to get it through, but that is a good start. A little bit of a hiccup there, but they have a whole hog dragon, almost a nano. Nope, nano. Going into DPS ult here.
So Sai can see where they all are. I would like to see him just dragon this, but he doesn't seem to want to commit it.
Whole hog coming out to push them off the high ground.
And Applesauce is zoned off pretty far.
Buzzle is going to just take out Charge Limb. Buzzle's going to get a second kill here. Dragon Strike is going to manage to get Rofty, but Epi does manage to go down to the Bob. Poi is going to pick up Joe Mama or Chris. Semi-Flying is going to go down to Sai, and it looks like London is going to take this fight.
Yeah, the DPS just finding the kills that are necessary.
True, it truly has been a DPS-oriented game. Very interesting. Not that there hasn't been great tank play, because there has been, but I would say that I think GBS and Poi are kind of meeting head-to-head fairly well. Applesauce is playing pretty well. And Joe Mama got some really good pokes on last map. Sights comes out, the all-important ult is going to get that pick there. GBS with the nano shatter. Oop, tries to hit the mouth, but it's very hard to hit that shot. Hook and killed by Chris, nice. And they're going in with a 3-minute and 17-second time bank onto the last point. GBS charging in to find Rofty.
It's really looking to be London's map to just again win.
Buzzle's gonna get another pick.
Get this pick
Holding the corner here, waiting. No ultimates on the side of London right now except for Window. Going into a Diva Bomb.
I am not sure about that, but maybe he'll be able to make it work. And Poi just dies.
Res comes out for Poi. Reaper has been spotted on the flank. Diva Bomb is coming in. Death Blossom also coming in. Death Blossom is going to get one, and that is going to be a cleanup. The Tracer does manage to get Buzzle, and then it is going to be... Looks like Chads are going to hold this with Rofty cleaning up Chris.
They managed to hold the cart from moving, which
Buzzle's
is really
gonna
what
swap.
you needed.
Charger Limb is also going to swap.
And they really gonna be they're going to swap back over to the Ash, and it's really just gonna be on Chargeling and Iron cheating to get the value here. And Chad going over to the Zarya, so they're gonna do the brawl a bit more.
I don't know. That eat on the dragon could have been clutch. He did it before. He can do it again.
It's really gonna be dependent on whether or
Ooh,
not
hook on semi-flying, but nice heal. Nice kill coming out from Rofty to save his team, but Shatter comes out. Can't counter Shatter. It's also good. Poi is gonna get the pick onto GBS. Nice immort coming out from Rofty.
Man, it just seems that
I am cheating, getting a nice dynamite kill.
Every time GBS lands a shatter, he just isn't prepared that Poi is just gonna shatter him back. feel like it's just something that you should be
Another
noticing.
hold. And that has given the DPS for Chengdu Chad some time to build ults despite the swaps. We almost have a Bob from I Am Cheating, as well as the Valk
Yeah,
and
both
Window.
TPS pulls, and even the tire's gonna be coming out soon for Chengdu.
Nice dynamite onto the hole, or onto the hog.
So they're gonna be trying to get the last percentage for that Baba for his last few fights. And the double support ults could make this very difficult. Window's gonna be used early, but Charge of them gets picked, but the res is gonna be there. The flank hog, oh, Sai
Sai is going to get picked, but they're going to trade. Bob goes in from Charge Elim. Valk comes out from 70 flying. 30 seconds on the clock. Ooh, Semi flying getting dangerously on the Valk is going to get healed up. Counter window coming out from Epi. Buzzle's going to get picked onto the buff.
And GPS really wants to try and get aggressive here, but he's gonna get a bit rebuffed by Poi and GPS. Charge Limb just chilling off to the side, looking for the tire. Can he get value from it? Nope, the lamp's gonna be out. But Buzzle gets picked off, went a bit too aggressive.
Ooh, but Poi is going to get antied and picked. Jomama's going to get picked onto Charge Limb. Bubble, Immort, and there to ensure the res onto Poi. Nice job, Semi flying. They do have a dragon.
Oh,
Ooh, the shatter is huge! Shatter into grab, overtime. That's gonna be, they can't contest, that's Chad's!
Chad's moving up 2-1 in the
What?
series. Man, it looked so good for London, and then they just, it just slipped away from them right at the end.
That was some clutch ass plays. Dude, Poi's here with the clutch shatters. Love to see it.
Again, Poi just putting the team on his back, willing them to victory. Making sure that
Honestly,
they take
I
this
mean,
serious.
it's been, London has some clutch DPS, but Chengdu has some clutch tanks, and if they have their tank ults, like,
Anything is possible.
anything, like, they can make it work. Also, but that Immort from Epi was also really good to counter the tire. That was a well timed. And they're gonna take him to Hanamura. No hesitation. This is London's favorite 2CP map, so we'll see how they do. This is a good SS game. Thank you, Deadstock. I don't know what SS means, but I'm sure you'll tell me later. Oh, I'm guessing you wanted to say ass. But you either typoed or you were worried that Nightbot would snipe you out. Which I don't think it would. I think you can type ass in the chat and it'll be fine.
Nightbot takes no prisoners.
Nightbot takes no prisoners, and it's the fucking funniest thing, because everyone complains about it in my chat. It's just people whining, why can't I spam 20 emotes? It's like, because Nightbot is coded. That's fine, it doesn't ban anyone, just times them out. It's just like yellow, except for things other than waffly. Alright. I guess no swaps on either side, it looks like. But yeah, interesting. This could be an interesting game. We are now 2-1 in Chad's favor. Hanamura is London's map, but we'll see how the Chads do on it. If it goes 2-2...
The double snipers, especially starting on the defense, could full hold Chads.
It
is
could.
definitely doable.
I see lots of people are typing ass in my chat now. Good to see it.
Good. Yeah, you gotta make sure Nightbot works.
Nightbot will, if you say something, which you shouldn't test this, because Nightbot will snipe you, but if you say something that could get me banned on Twitch or in trouble, it will just, like, remove you. Not that I don't think I have some lovely mods, but my mods are Deadstock and Yellow, who don't really pay attention, so Nightbot has to step in to make sure I don't get in trouble.
No, I'm sure they'll do a fine job.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that London, I don't think I've seen them play anything other than that first map. After that, it's just been double sniper all the way through.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they'll change it now that it seems like Chads are kind of starting to counter them with the Zarya and the Reaper and such.
Maybe. I just don't think Chris should play Roadhog anymore.
Probably not. No, especially not when you have a Reaper on the enemy team. You're kind of just an alt battery at that point, even more so than you generally are.
Yeah, only soft feeding. Only soft feeding.
Soft feeding. Some porridge right there. Hello, cats. What's up? You
So
wanna say hi?
it's really gonna be dependent on whether or not Poi can continue to just deadlift Chads to victory.
We'll see.
If
This
he
is
can
this
do
is our
that,
COVID survivor in the server too, who got fucking hospitalized a couple months ago. So he is, they got him off of life support, and he's here doing the carrying work.
you can just hear the beeping in the background just to make
Yeah,
sure that heart keeps going.
yeah. Hopefully they got some intervention. I don't know. Listen, if Poi wins you this game, Chad, you should, I don't know, pay for his medical bills. I don't know. Start sending Venmo him some dollars to cover that shit.
Listen. In the United States, there's no bigger threat than someone saying they're gonna call the ambulance for you.
Oh
It's
my
just how it
god.
works.
Dude, one of my coworkers, we were at a conference, and you know those motorized scooters you can like rent via an
Yeah.
app? She thought it would be a great idea. She's like, I'm gonna take because we were all getting a lift, and she's like, no, I'm gonna take this scooter. So she eats shit. All the way to the conference, and apparently everyone was like super concerned because she literally like shredded her whole like side, and they wanted to call an
Yeah.
ambulance for her. And she's like, no, I'm not getting in that
Yes,
ambulance. You're
no.
not calling it for me. So she literally blood all the way down her white blouse, had broken her arm and her ribs, walked to the hospital from the conference because she's like, I'm not getting in that fucking ambulance.
Oh my god.
She literally
Hey,
broke her arm. It
They're
was
about to
amazing.
start. I like the Mercy pick from Noctua, especially on the defense. You can damage reduce side quite a bit. I don't like this comp as much from Chengdu because they're attacking. They can't really play aggressive with this comp, but maybe they'll be able to get some good damage and get some kills. And
Rofty's immediately going to go down, but Chargelim is going to get Epi, and they have the res for Rofty. Do they have the res for Epi? Epi is going to get res as well. That's res on both sides. Boy is going to go down, yeah.
Sai gets another kill. So,
DBS getting very low, but is going to finish getting healed by his team.
first push, Rebuff Sai is going to have his ult coming up soon. Epi might get theirs during middle of this next fight. Really, how much coke blood does it
True,
take?
GBS also almost has Shatter. GBS has Shatter, essentially.
Yeah.
There it is.
With it coming out from Sai and Buzzle, I don't know.
Buzzle is going to get IMG. Shatter comes out, is going to get 2. Immort comes out. Gets the Shatter. Buzzle's... Oh, never mind, that was a good.
Oh,
Sai is going to get Charge Limb. Sai is just... Dragon Strike comes out. We're going to get the Charge Limb.
Oh, tragic. Sai just running amok.
They need to deal with this Hanzo. Applesauce almost has Grav. They almost have Grav Tire. They have both support ults. Both support ults on both sides, but High Noon for Buzzle.
Entirely depending on how much value Chad and Charge of them can get from their ults.
Early window from Epi, nice. Forced LOS, they're all getting very low. Grav comes out, is going to get 2. Tire from the high ground, where is that going?
Just chilling, waiting for the lamp to go in. Lamp's gone. Tire gonna get Buzzle.
And they get the res. GBS is dangerously low here. Ooh, and the high noon from IMGD is going to get 2! And that looks like that is actually potentially going to be Chad's. Semi-flying getting the final goodbye pick onto Sai with the Glock. Good patience from Chargelim with the tire.
It is, yeah. And, you know, despite him dying and because he positioned himself in an open place from tiring, Semi-flying was there for the res.
Very reliant on Send Me Flying managing to pick him back up in this game and the last game.
So now it's gonna be,
better thank Send Me Flying profusely after this match.
London's gonna be looking to hold this now.
Yeah, both tank ults essentially ready for London, as well as a high noon. Shatter also in Poi's pocket. Can he get anything going through the high ground onto this tiny point? Shatter comes out from the grab, is going to get 1, but it is going to... Ooh, Immort is there to save most of it. IMGD is going to get a pick, but Sai is just going to clean it up with help from Buzzle.
Despite London losing both of their supports after Poi died, they just... Chaz just really couldn't put together the push they needed.
It's going to be a fast regroup. Both DPS ults on the side of London's as well as a Shatter. There's really no ults except for Window on the side of Chad's. If they're smart, they're going to dry push this.
That's what you would like to see, but they might try and just use window and maybe get something off with the grab. It's certainly doable. I'd like to see them push catwalk.
I think
and
they're
go for
trying
a
to. It
window
looks like
on the
Apple's
catwalk.
trying to go catwalk.
Yeah, they're going for it.
The
Oh,
shatter
the
is
flank
big.
shatter gets 5.
Ooh, and the Dragon Strike. But that's the dry fight we wanted.
It is. That is the drive that they wanted. And now they're going to have 4 ults. Oh, bit of a pin there on the Chad side.
Nice cleanup from London. They still have 3 ultimates. They still have High Noon and both support ults, but they are going into a...
Importantly,
It is the double support ult, so that will allow them to sustain through the damage coming from the grab.
True. I mean, we do have double support ults on the side of Chengdu Chads as well, with the grab as well as the High Noon.
it's entirely dependent on if
Value.
Chad can get value from the grab or if Muzzle can basically carry with high
See, they're gonna try... Are they pushing...
Ooh,
Early window?
but you're just gonna rotate catwalk.
Fire strike through window, but no one's there. Oop, looks like they're rotating back.
Oh, that's a
Grab
nice
comes
grab.
out.
The window comes out. And it's a nice engage.
Shatter doesn't manage to find anything from Coil,
But-
though.
But Chris and Sai do find 2 key picks, which is very important, which means that if they
Sai doesn't manage
if London just takes their time here, they will have a fight here.
Rez did come out onto Applesauce, though. Valve coming from spawn. Koi getting low on point. They do have 2 ticks here. Buzzle is going to get the high pick in onto Buzzle. Tyre's going to find GBS here.
Sai gets the kill, but it's probably not going to be enough unless they can get another counter.
Sai is going down here. Noctua is down. High Noon coming out from I Am Cheating is going to manage to find anything. Looks like the tanks managed to clean up, and that's going to be a point cap for Chengdu Chads. Nice.
Man, that was a really nice engage. They split their team. Their tanks pushed the high ground while everyone else went catwalk. They grabbed
Yeah, and
London,
window.
and the window from catwalk just deleted them.
Nice job, Chads. Alright, but this is London's map pick, so they may have a really funky strategy for Hanamura. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just going to be more of the same, but
We'll see. I mean, Buzzle brought out the
Maybe that's
McCree
what
instead
it-
of the Widow, maybe for the defense, or I guess that was the defense. Yeah, that's
Oh,
actually
it was
weird that they
defense.
didn't bring out the double sniper for the defense. You would think that's where you want it.
yeah, it's a bit interesting. And yeah, they're just going to go with McCree Hanzo again. I mean, Sai is making the Hanzo work, but Buzzle hasn't really looked too stellar on the McCree. He's only really been looking good on the Widow so far.
Yeah. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, I Am Cheating going over to the Ash. Charge Limb still on the Junkrat, and this time it's a little better on the defense rather than the attack.
And the win condition here from London is really just going to be that Grav Dragon.
No
I don't
Maze on
really
either
see how else
side.
they can take this fight.
These aren't May teams, I guess. Which is weird, because I thought
They both played it first map, but well, really, only one team played it first map, but
Yeah.
they haven't played it since.
Interesting. Alright, let's get started with the GBS here. The gold and hammered Reinhardt. Looks like they're going to be pushing right, but the supports did not get the memo. They're pushing left, so GBS has to go with the supports because the supports went left. So that means that half the team is right. Oh, looks like they managed to regroup.
And they're kind of just chilling.
They're hanging out, having a chat. GBS yelling at his supports for walking out in front of his shield. It's a great way to get picked and died. Dead, not died. Ooh, English. Alright. The poke is going to be or the damage is going to be pretty extreme here onto GBS with the Junkrat and the Ash. Dynamite is going to have to back off, get some heals. Is 77% to Shatter, although 95% is going to have an early Shatter. Is he just going to immediately use it? No one's expecting it. Oh, and that's going to be... Charge Limb and I Am Cheating are going to get 2, but Buzzle and GBS are also going to get 2. This even fight here. Shatter comes out. Rofty is on the ground. Rofty is picked, and that's Koi picked. Window additionally coming out to deny the res. Deny it does. Noctua going down to Buzzle. Joe Mama.
Chengdu started off very well with the 2 kills, but then they just weren't able to clean it up. They lacked the target focus, and London was just able to find more kills. And going into this next fight, well, the window is going to be there, as well as the Grav Shatter. There's going to be 5 ults for Chengdu. It's going to be very hard for them to lose this fight.
But not impossible. possible. So let's see what happens.
Impossible. And London gonna be just
They're gonna be
pushing it
pushing
down.
through main. Let's see if Poi's gonna try a drop shatter once more. Nope, he has learned from his mistakes.
And I'm cheating, just chilling on the high ground. No one to challenge.
Shatter comes out, doesn't manage to find anything. But it's okay because the window and the bob came out. And I Am Cheating is gonna pick up 2 kills. Chargeland going to pick up 1. Let's go and see what I Am Cheating is finding. They seem to be doing pretty well on this Ashe.
Yeah, they're kind of just chilling on the high ground and not really getting pressured out. It's sort of like shooting
Fish in a barrel.
Yeah, fish in a barrel. I was trying to think of what the term was.
But they do have Grab Dragons on London side. Joe Mama and Sai ready here, with High Noon also in the bag. Got almost caught
The Grab
waving.
Dragon is gonna be what they want to play here for.
Yeah. They do have the Valk as well as the Immortality here to help them survive it. Are trying to get rid of that Ashe on the high ground. Grab Dragon comes out, but the Immort is good. Ooh, 2 picks.
That's 3. But he's gonna die. But teams are gonna be even right now, but yeah, you'd like to think the spawn
Buzzle is fighting a moth. I Am Cheating is gonna clean up and save Semi-Flying. Oh, it looks like Joe Mama has decided this is not the fight he wants to take. It's gonna drop out. And it looks like Chads continues to hold.
What a flank from Chargeland. Manages to find 3.
Impressive. And we do have Tire.
So can Noctua, GBS, or Buzzle get value from their ultimate? And Epi is gonna have the Tire, but Chad won't actually have the grab yet. Actually, they used the last fight, so very much on the rotation main with 3 people still high ground.
Ooh, Buzzle's gonna go down. Beat's gonna come out from Epi. Joe Mama trying to contest on the high ground by themselves, but there's 3 people up there. Tire's gonna come out, but the fight's already won, my man. Epi's gonna go down.
It's nice that they only use Beat, and they did get a tick.
True. They did get a tick.
But they don't have much to work with. I want them to just go catwalk and just go through it. Oh no.
I mean, trying to get value here. I don't know exactly. Maybe he's trying to confirm kills.
I just don't like it. I feel like the Diva's better. You can challenge the Ashen High Ground and the Junkrat nerds.
See, it looks like they're gonna go for Catwalk this time.
Yeah, catwalk is what
We're
I'd
gonna try
like
and
to
contest
see.
the Ashe, but the Ashe is just gonna bounce away. Roadhog dangerous, so nice
Oh,
hook onto Applesauce on the Zarya, but isn't gonna manage to find it. Applesauce does manage to bounce out. High Noon from on the high ground is going to find Charge Limb, but is going to get killed by Applesauce. Shatter comes out from GBS, is going to find Rofty.
Man, this fight is just going back and forth. Someone needs to kill Chad.
Nice
just
hook
in the
onto
back.
I Am Cheating. Grab comes out from Chad.
But there's not a lot of damage there to finish it off. They need to split these kills. They need to kill Chad.
Ooh, trap kill from Charge Limb. But it looks like the tanks are backing up. This just, whoop, Dragon Strike onto the point.
They just weren't able to
And then
finish
Bob is coming out, even though the fight has been won.
Not sure about that, Bob.
Not sure about that, Bob. I wasn't sure about the Dragon Strike either, so I guess fair's fair. They threw one all, you threw one all.
I was like, you know what? I really don't want to win this game today. And then I'm Sheen's like, you know what? No, I insist you guys need to win this game today.
They can't decide. Alright, it is, they're about to hit their time bank. So.
Gonna sucks like the Valk is gonna be there from semi-flying. Really is the only ult.
They're gonna push underneath against a Junkrat. It's okay, I guess, because they didn't rotate in time, but they're pushing underneath onto point. Poi forced to drop to contest them. Nice hook onto I Am Cheating, but the Shatter gets 2. Semi-Flying is going to res. Valk comes out from Semi-Flying to try and keep the tanks alive. Shatter comes out from GBS. Is going to get several people on the ground. GBS is going to manage to kill Poi. Chargelim is going to manage to kill Buzzle. And the Tire coming out from Spawn is going to manage to get Noctua. Whole Hog is active in the back. Oh, Rocky is going to get hooked, but not killed. Semi-Flying there to peel for their fellow support. And it looks like Chad's going to continue to hold. That is a nice pin from Poi. Whoop, and that is Joe Mama out. Ooh, and the tactical crouch onto Chris.
I feel like Chris just made sort of a rookie error there. He just didn't stop Semi-Flying from just
rezzing I am cheating after you kill him. He just walked away.
Yeah.
Can't really be letting that happen, but this
Didn't
man,
camp the body.
this does not look good for London. This does not bode well.
They have
don't really have
support
a lot
ults.
for
They
it.
have a Bob.
Yeah, but
Bob
they're
can
gonna
at
be
least
going into a
stall.
Bob, a window, a grab, maybe a shatter.
Mm.
It's gonna be difficult to push this, but they do have the double support ults. Regardless, though, they can't win this match. At best, they can
Bob's
get a draw.
going to trigger overtime at least.
Oh,
Charge.
GBS, it's a good hit.
Ooh, Poise
comes
gonna
in.
immediately go down. Beat comes out for London.
And
Nice
again, they
hook
don't
from
stop the
Joe Mama.
rest.
Dueling Bob's on point. They're gonna get a second take off of this.
Oh,
Not quite.
yeah,
Grab does manage to find Joe Mama. The hook is there. Rofty's gonna pick on GBS. Bell's gonna pick onto Chad. I am cheating.
They
Gonna
need
pick
to
onto
pull
Epi. That
Rofty.
is a window from Rofty on point.
And Crick is gonna be trapped, and Noctua and Sai are the only ones on point. They kill Rofty, but Noctua's gonna go, and it's only
Buzzle's
Sai
here,
and Buzzle.
that-
And that's gonna be it.
That's gonna be the Chad's
Chengdu
win.
is going to win 3-1.
Damn. And the Chads managed to gatekeep. Is that London out of the playoffs?
That is London out of the playoffs, I'm pretty sure.
Damn. So that whoop, and I am cheating's play. The game's gonna get a little bugged there. Nice job. Oh, this is the double high noon. Ooh,
Yeah,
looks
very
up
good
for
high
the
noon.
mercy. That's nice. Good patience.
Yep, that is going to be London out of the playoffs. Seattle is going to lock in the 6th seed.
Oof. Good healing Noctua and nice Earth Shatter kills GBS. But yeah, the tank line from the Chads just clutched it with some nice help from Charge Limb, and their DPS really coming alive in the later maps there. But
I don't know. I feel like London just had the wrong idea of what to play, especially with their tank line. It's just they needed to challenge the Junkrat and the Ash. My brother is so fucking loud. God damn it.
It's okay. Yeah, but that was a good game. Nice job from both sides. Excellent tank play on both sides. We saw some really cool double sniper coming out from London that kind of fell out of favor. And the Chads managing to take and gatekeep London from the playoffs.
I don't know. It's just why do you pick the Roadhog? Why? What do you think you're gonna do? It's painful to watch, man.
It is indeed. But thank you all for joining us here tonight. I hope you enjoyed the cast. And hopefully I will see you all next week as we enter into MOWL's playoffs. And
So, it's gonna be
yeah,
very nice.
should be exciting. I will catch you all another night.